risk, right? So I'm like expanding, and I'm like, I figure he'll pick up on one of them, and maybe I'll have enough units, and then look at the supply difference.
Well, it's actually not that bad because you're making 12 more roaches, so it's 87 to 98, so it's closer than it is. Yeah. And actually will be. But the thing is, though, your +1 carapace might be finished in time.
Yeah, I'll be at 1/1, I think.
Right, so you're starting +2 attack. I like that. Now you're getting groove spines for your Hydras. Come on.
Which I don't even think I actually made any Hydras.
Right, I don't think you got up. So he's moving out with his army. Now, I'm wondering, do you see it?
Oh, I see it. I have the watchtower. I just didn't respond quick enough, and then I'm like, alright, well, whatever. I think I just straight up attack him. And for some reason, I have drones in there. I think I just screwed up on my grouping up there. But yeah, he's just wrecking me right now. And it's pretty much...
No, actually, you actually have the better concave. So, well, now, here's the thing. Don't follow him up there. Okay, so you actually managed to trade armies pretty well. You're actually ahead right now.
Yeah, now I have 16 more roaches on the way.
But I mean, I think he just went through a massive warping.
Oh yeah.
So let's see. It is 120. It's 78 to 82 in terms of army supply. Now you're gonna flank his army. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I had a couple of spines. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Pick off. See, I wish you pick off his Colossus. Pick off his Colossus. Good. One goes down. Now, do you manage to get the other ones? Nope.
Yeah, I wasn't focusing them at all.
Right. See, I actually think you could have won that engagement.
Honestly, what I should have done here is just made a ton of lings instead of these roaches, because roaches take longer, but I have like 18 roaches on the way.
No, see, this is what I think you should have. When you flanked him, pick off his Colossus and then just run and regroup.
Yeah.
But, at this point, it's over.
Yeah, I mean, once I lost that hatchery, it's like, okay, and then, I can't see this, obviously, but, like, he has all these helots running in.
Right, but look how far away his reinforcements are.
Yeah, and so now, out of desperation, and I have a lot of minerals, I make a bunch of Zerglings, which are going to do absolutely nothing.
No, because the Colossus are just going to eat them.
Yeah, there's Colossus, and then there's Zealots. I mean, the one thing here we can say for Bregor's sake is let your Zealots get up in front. But that's something that he needs to make sure happens, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah, and I know he was 1 at this point. I don't know at what point I leave. I think I'm just like, what the hell just happened? But, that's easy to say that when you're playing, you're just like, oh, I don't know what the hell happened, but now I'm watching, and I'm like, oh, I know exactly what happened. So.
Yep. No. So it was our last engagement. I felt like, if you had kind of went in there, backstabbed his Colossus, right, and just pulled out and waited to basically reinforce, you could have had that. But I don't think. I think you just didn't micro your units well enough towards the end, and you just kind of like a walked them in there.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's something that. Like, I need to work on. That's probably one of my biggest things is my engagements. They're really bad. I think, like, there I tried to be, like, all smart about it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to flank him, whatever. And then, like, that's what I tried to do. But I didn't focus the Colossus, though. And that's what I needed to do.
Yeah.
So, okay, now we go to Game 2. Game 2, so this was my choice. Of course, he vetoes Metalopolis, because everybody vetoes Metalopolis against Zerg. So, for some reason, I'm like, alright, Shikuras. And I remember I took a while to, like, figure out what I wanted to play, and then I was like, alright, let's play Shikuras. But, yeah. So, Game 2 will be on Shikuras. Yeah, you can lose the Hydras. I mean, it's not, like, impossible. I'm just saying, generally, you don't want to make Hydras a lot.
Well, Hydras you only build if they go Void Rays or something.
Yeah, which I've seen that before. I had like somebody mass battle cruiser me, and that was just like the most obnoxious thing in the world. So I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna mass Hydras. I still lost, but I made it more interesting. So, anyway, 3, 2, 1. All right, so on the bottom left we have Bregor just coming off his win. Pretty much he just did a good job of just like keeping up with his macro. I mean, honestly,
It really
that was his
was.
biggest thing, and
Yeah.
you know he did that and pull out the win. And on the bottom right,
We have Xantoniel, our caster here, who, you know, they've spawned close position by air.
mm-hmm.
So, you know, maybe actually, you know, let me ask you, X, were you planning to go speedling Muta again?
You know, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do. I was really like annoyed because I was just like, I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there, and you just get lost in the moment. And for those of you who know me, you guys know that I'm not the most calm person in the world when I'm frustrated. So yeah, I was pretty annoyed at this point. But I was like, okay, what the hell? I lost this guy last time. I'm gonna lose to him again. This is bullshit. Like, you know, whatever. So honestly, I don't know. I know what I end up doing, but I don't know how I got to that point where I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna do this. So.
Well, I mean, let's talk about the map for a second here. Like, I feel like Shakur's Plateau makes for good mutas, especially since, you know, in a second you're going to spot where he spawns. Like, mutas have a very, very, you know, pretty much free reign.
Well, the thing is, like, I kind of, like, tried Muta's last game, and granted, that map probably wasn't as good for it, but I was just like, okay, I'm like, I don't want to do the same thing. Like, that's one thing, I don't try and do the same thing. So if I try something one game, even if it works, I'm gonna, like, be like, okay, I'm gonna try something different. But...
So, Breaker is going to force fast expand here, and, you know, this map, I think, definitely very much favors Protoss for that, because the natural choke is pretty easy to wall off. You can put a forge and then, you know, a gateway and then gateway by the other side and then stack a cannon right behind or next to the pylon where he's putting it, and that'll pretty much cover everything.
Yeah. So I'm kind of doing the same thing I did last time. I'm sure he's going to try and pylon block. I think I'm running some drones over right now. Yeah.
Now, see, I actually disagree with that. I don't understand why you need to pull 2 drones.
Honestly, you put like one to chase him, and hopefully he doesn't drop the pylon, and then you drop the hatch with the other. That's what's supposed to happen. But or that's what I was trying to do. I don't know what's supposed to happen. Again, I try and do things I'm not good enough to do. But anyway, not sure why I put this mine crawler up very, very early. I think I'm just like, okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna play safe, whatever. So.
Yeah, I really don't understand. That's fine. When I remember because I saw it when I was watching you guys live, and I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, it was either that or I was just like, okay, I just want to keep him from scouting me or something. And then this was dumb on my part. His probe's gone. I have 4 drones on that, or 3 drones on the pylon, so it just doesn't make sense. You know, my spawning pool's done. I will have lings out. So, lost mining time.
Yeah, that's a lot of lost mining time, to be honest.
Yeah. So he's got his Nexus down. I still haven't dropped my hatchery. What I should have done is dropped it at my 3rd. And, you know, while I was waiting for it to clear out. But I didn't, and I lose an Overlord. I believe. Where did I lose my Overlord? No, that was him. Never mind. It was his pylon. I thought I got supply blocked.
He got pylon blocked. Your Overlord's pretty much having like a dandy old time here going, oh, look, let's take a look at what Breaker's doing.
Yeah, but I mean, that's pretty much the nice thing. When they force fast expand, you can kind of just fly around for a little while.
Yep, and again, I have to say, X, what's up with all the gas?
Yeah, I mean, I always forget. That's honestly what it is. I always forget.
Right? You know, I mean...
if I pull them off, I forget to put them back on. So I just ended up just, like, always leaving them on. That's pretty much what happens.
But that's going to hurt you against a Protoss player who forged fast expands, because you're going to need that extra minerals from them to basically get your 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
So I see how, right now, you have the outline of your 3rd. I like that. But again, you know, gas. You're not going to be using gas for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're planning to bailing bust him.
No, I mean, I don't think I was thinking about that. I already knew kind of what I was going to do. Again, I don't want to give it away. I don't know why I'm running my lings around. I know what I wanted to do was kind of just park them in front of his base in case he sent another probe out and just catch it. But, you know, for some reason I'm just running them around like an idiot now. I think actually I might be bringing them back to go look for pylons, or I just changed my mind. I don't even know. But anyway. Again, drones. I'm behind on the drones. Severely.
Yep, by 10. You know, you're at 15 drones. 15 drones. You cannot possibly get 3 expansions with that.
And 3 of them are on gas.
Right.
So.
Right, let's say it's quick look at your income. Yeah. It's 400.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
You're at half of what Bragor is at.
It's terrible. All the Zerg players who are watching right now are like, oh my god, X, really? Let's see what they're saying.
All the Zerg players are probably turning over their graves, going, "Oh God, you are not a Terran player. You need more drones."
I honestly was like half considering playing Terran for this tournament, just cause to me it's simpler.
All right, so we're at 7 minutes 45 seconds game time basically, and you're in 3 bases. But again, only 19 harvester. He's at 33.
Yeah, and I mean at this point I'm like, okay, I need to start droning. But you know, it's late at this point because he's had the advantage of like having all that time, and so now I'm running around looking for pylons, probes, ninja expands, anything. But yeah, and apparently lair was a good idea instead of droning again.
Well, you were supply blocked.
Yeah.
So now you're also getting a spore crawler somewhere.
And that was just like, okay, obs, keep the obs out.
Alright, so we got a lot of things on the production. Again, see, Bragor goes for early weapons +1 weapons quite early. His is almost done. Before Warpgate, in fact.
Yeah, I'm starting to drone now, but I mean it's so late, like 26 to 39. But I'm sure pretty soon I'm gonna be like, oh, I need units, and then I'll make a bunch of units. Oh, maybe not. Hey, I made 5 more drones. Yay for me. Well, see, I guess that's the reason why I never have mineral issues, is because I never have enough drones to have mineral issues. Which isn't necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to catch up on the supplies. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna, like, mass link. And then maybe try and get infestors. But, like, I can't support it. I don't have enough hatcheries to do that. I'm sure at some point I'll forget to, like, make stuff, and then I'll be like, oh, I should make a macro hatch. But in actuality, I still need more drones. But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was just like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna, like, mass lings.
Well, Links is good, but you know, again, you're getting very close to that supply cap. Again.
Yeah, and I have this terrible habit where I'll like make like 7 overlords at the same time. I only did 2 this time, but I think later on I'll just be like, oh my god, supply cap. Well, I'll make like a ton of overlords.
Right. Actually, here's an interesting thing. He's getting Templar archives.
Yeah. And so this kind of like blows up in my face, but you'll see.
Well, he's going for Blink, which, you know, speedlings are the counter to Blink stalkers. But, you know,
you kind of want infestors for that too, though, because you need the infestors to lock them down so they can't blink.
Right, but also, you know, it's actually kind of funny. He's actually got the counter to your build.
Yeah,
ironically.
And it's total blind. I don't think he had any idea what I was doing. Yeah,
right,
he hasn't scouted me.
Like,
I just kind of scouted him, and that's about it.
Yeah, so totally blind, but he's kind of got the counter to your build.
Yeah, and he's getting Storm here, and I'm like, Zerg attack too.
Right, you're getting +2 attack.
But if you look at army, I have no army.
Right, your army's, I mean, it's non-existent.
Wait, hold on, dude. Look, Harvesters, 59 to 53. What up?
Right, you've actually finally passed him, but the point is, though, he's getting, but look at the army supply. Yeah. It's 32 to 8.
Yeah, I have nothing. I have nothing.
You got absolutely nothing, and he's got +1/+1 ready, Storm on the way. You only got 2 attack. But, you know, again, here's the problem. You may have 2 attack, but his zealots are going to 2-shot your lings if you don't get the armor.
Yeah. So now I'm just making a ton of lings, because every time he makes Hallucinating Phoenix, I know he's attacking. He always does it. But apparently I didn't have enough larva, so...
Well, you're actually supply capped again.
Oh yeah, there you go. So this is probably where you're going to see a bunch of overlords coming out. Honestly, I think if I could have, like, attacked him somehow before he got Storm, it probably would have gone different, but, you know, whatever. I don't remember how many units I lose to Storm.
Well, he's actually not moving out. He just kind of pushed out a little bit, but I think he's waiting for Storm. He's got another Hallucinated Phoenix coming in.
No.
Alright, now he's warping in the Templars.
Yeah.
So he's got 3 of them, but, you know, again, none of them have Storm right now.
Yeah, and I just don't have enough lings for this. Like, I'm going to have 2 attack. I don't think I'm going to have it in time. I see him on my creep, and I'm like, okay, I just need to like try to push him back.
Mhm.
Wow, he's gonna